Hey, my name is Evan Will, and in this video I'm going to take you through the process I used to turn this image into this. For this tutorial I'm using Affinity Photo, and I'm here with my trusty sidekick, Shu. Alright, so for this image, the shot itself was actually taken in Taiwan, but I thought that the building had the air of kind of a Arabian palace, so I wanted to do kind of a desert scene. So to do that, we started by creating a layer mask just to separate the background from the foreground, and then put a desert scene in the back. The next step was to convert the desert scene to black and white, so just did a layer adjustment. Now it's really contrasty lighting, there's a lot of light hitting her from the right side of the frame, very hard shadows, so we wanted to keep the outside quite bright and then also match hard shadows with a hard sun. Now the only problem with this right now is that the sun is hitting the model from this direction, and you can also tell by the shadow down here that it is kind of overhead but coming from the right. Now the problem with background is the sun is coming from this direction, because this side of the dunes are in sun and this side is in shadow. So pretty easy fix, we just flip the layer. So now the sun is also hitting her from this direction, and we have consistent lighting, which is super important in making the image look a little more believable and realistic. Then I just moved the background around a little bit, so we've got a little more dramatic dunes, add a little more height to the image. We've got this little section in here where the transition isn't super smooth, so I wanted to do like a fantasy dust sandstorm kind of blowing in, so I added a few layers of sand coming in. Not exactly as it would look, she'd probably be getting whipped by a whole bunch of the sand, but you know, it helps obscure the transition and adds a little bit of kind of a fantasy feel to the image. So a fairly quick retouch, started with an image like this, took out the backdrop, and now we're more or less in the desert with a nice kind of consistent lighting, black and white shot. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications. If there's a specific video you'd like to see, please leave a comment below and I'll try to get to it. And if you want to check out a little more in-depth tutorial on how I achieved this look, check out the video that's linked in the description below and hopefully in one of these title cards off to the side. And it'll take you through about the 15-minute retouch that I did to do a similar image to this.